tells her she's crazy, or, you know, she doesn't know things anymore. You know, he's just... And I was like, well, you live at Grandma's house. She could kick you out. You know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's he thinking?
You know what was said to my grandma the other day?
Hmm.
I guess my dad had heard from some people that, you know what they thought of my uncle?
Hmm.
They said, with the way my uncle dresses, they thought he was homeless.
Seriously?
Yeah, they said, you know, we thought your brother was homeless. Because you know why?
Hmm.
Because that day, that idiot was wearing a kid's jacket and pants that were too big for him.
Now, why would you do that?
Because he don't care. Like last night, for instance, my grandma told me, he was in church, right? He took the kids to church. Girl was good. Didn't hear a peep out of her. The boy was playing with something in his hand, and nobody could see it. It was like I think it was like a fidget spinner or something. So guess what he did?
Hmm.
He starts yelling at him. My grandma said he wasn't bothering anybody. Just leave him alone. Let him have his fun. Nobody could see anything. But that wasn't good enough for my uncle. You see, he thinks that if you don't do it his way, it's no good. Well, yeah, no.
What happened in church then?
Huh?
What happened during church? What did they do?
He was just playing with a fidget spinner.
I mean, did the pastor or anybody say anything?
Well, no, because they know he does this.
Oh.
Now, if the minister would have been there, he lives 6 hours away. He comes in every Sunday. If he would have been there, he would have told Kay to shut up.
Okay.
He'd have been like, you know, you're doing this in the house of worship. What's wrong with you? Don't you think you should be doing this? Not, you know, oh, go ahead, do whatever you want. You tell him to shut up. Because he was finally, the boy was finally being good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, if he has some kind of ADD, ADHD, whatever, let's just say, that fidget spinner was keeping him happy.
Right.
If that fidget spinner's keeping him happy, then guess what? Leave him alone. But see, the side of my uncle comes out, he's either authority or like a little 5-year-old. Well, if you're playing with that, then I want to play with it probably. Or some stupid nonsense.
Right.
Like, let's see why the boy acts up. If every time you do something, your dad yells at you for doing it, you ain't gonna want to do it. Like, just take your instance for instance.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with all of us. Well, if you tell me to do this, and I do it, and it doesn't work, why are you gonna yell at me? Because when I try to be good, and you don't like that, now we have another problem. So I'm kind of understanding in a way where that kid's coming from, because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
It's just embarrassing. I would never, dude. If he did that in a restaurant with me, I would seriously get up and I would literally scream my lungs out and tell him to shut up, or I'm gonna shut it for him.
Right.
I don't want to be caught up in that embarrassment.
Yeah, I think he needs to go to an insane asylum. I see what Nicole's getting at, because
This is that reapplication you have to fill out again, so you got, Shirley's leaving Sunday, so maybe you can get this up to her. Get it, because she did this before for us.
oh, okay. You mean today, or?
Maybe it wouldn't hurt, you know, if she has the time to do it, you know.
Alright.
Hey, tell your dad for dinner I want spaghetti.
Steve said for dinner he wants biscotti.
One thing for sure, he wouldn't want it again.
Huh?
I said, one thing for sure, I make it, he wouldn't want it again.
Did you hear him? He said, once he made it, he wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want it again.
Once I eat, I wouldn't eat it again.
No, once he makes it, you wouldn't want it again.
Why?
He thinks he can't cook.
Oh. I've ate worse, trust me. You're talking to the guy who's drank, like, energy drinks that tasted very, very bad. And by bad, I mean, like, ew, seriously? Like, disgusting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and that wouldn't bother me. Because seriously, I've drank stuff. You know, I've had all kinds of energy drinks in my life. And some of the ones that are promoted at, like, the dollar store and stuff, they're good. Don't get me wrong, they give you energy, but they don't taste the greatest. So, yeah. And what's the other one that doesn't taste too well? I like it, but it doesn't taste the greatest. Is Nost.
Oh, okay.
Nost was made by my favorite NASCAR driver before he made his own energy, and his energy drink is actually healthier than most energy drinks on the market. Because he makes it, his company makes it without, like, a ton of sugar and all that. Because he wanted to keep something alert for him. And he knew, okay, I'm in racing, you know, I can't really drink anything that's going to make me twitch or do this, you know, or all kinds of sugar. So he came up with a healthy alternative, just kind of like the Rocks drink.
Right.
He came up with a healthy alternative. And that's not bad. I mean, listen, I drink the V8 ones. The V8 ones are just about as much as drinking a cup of coffee, about 80 milligrams. And I don't drink coffee all that much, so I like the cold coffee more than anything. So that's enough for me, you know, I don't want to push my boundaries. And anybody who says they can't get off of them just lies, because I went from like 2 a day all the way down to like 1 in the morning, all the way down to V8 Energy, and that's the lowest one I found so far. That's not expensive, because that NASCAR driver, when I was buying his drinks, they were like, you got like 24, I think it was, but I think it was like $30 or $40. But what they did was they took out the bad stuff, but they also